Hello there, Cancer. Welcome to Dragon Tail Tarot. My name is Ariel, and this is your overall November 2020 general monthly reading. I hope you guys are doing great out there. It is always wonderful to see my Cancer family in the house here. Hope that you have been staying safe and well, taking good care of yourself. This will be going over your monthly astrology themes and patterns. We're going to do a full tarot spread for you, Cancer, so stick with me till the end. Very excited to see what comes through for you. We are currently in Scorpio season with the sun moving through the sign of Scorpio, and that does highlight your universal fifth house of Leo, which is a very positive place because Scorpio is a fellow water sign. So it activates that, house of Leo, which is all about love, generosity, creative expression, the love of pets and children. It's a very fun house. So this is why, even though Scorpio is a heavier, deeper time, it is a more positive time for Cancer in general. You will feel more energized and more open-hearted during that time. As always, a first few quick notes that this is a general reading, guys, so it's not going to resonate with every Cancer out there, so please take what makes sense to you and leave the rest behind. This will mostly resonate with Cancer Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising signs, so do check the placements on your personal natal chart to get more messages from this reading. And all of our Cancer cross watchers are welcome to join us as well. If you're interested in a personal reading with me, would like any information regarding the card decks that I use, or would like to make a donation to the channel, all those links and information are below in the description box. And while you're thinking about it, reach out there, hit that subscribe button, join the Dragon family. Do give it that dragon claw up as well. Click that like button, let me know you enjoy these readings. So Cancer, let's see what we have got coming through for you in your cards, and I will fill you in on some of the astrological influences as we go. So dear angels, divine beings of light, ancestors, guardians, please let's see what we have for our Cancers for November 2020. Let's see what is coming through for them. What messages do you have for Cancer? Oh, that is a beautiful card, Cancer. It very much feels like autumn, too. Look at the leaves falling from the trees. There is the key word of release. And so that is your keyword for this month of November, is really turning things loose, things that have needed to be shaken from those branches. It's time to let them go. Time to let anything go that isn't for your best. It's interesting. We got all these autumn leaves hanging around in my decor here. It kind of fits right in. So that is a powerful keyword for you, Cancer. I love that one. And this is definitely a time where there's a lot of flux. We just came out of a Mercury retrograde, so a lot of our intellectual reserves have been really strained for a while. So we're really getting that back on track. We also have this dichotomy between Aries, Mars, which has been retrograde. It does go direct on the 13th of November, and it's dancing back and forth with Venus in Libra. So Cancer, you are right in the middle of that stuff, and on the opposite end is all that Capricorn that we have from Jupiter, Pluto, and Saturn moving along there. So if you're feeling, some stress, if you're feeling some sense of pressure, whether it's a little pressure or a lot of pressure, most people are feeling a lot of pressure. There's no getting around that. But if you are feeling it, that's totally normal. Do not feel like you're strange or crazy or any of that sort of thing. A lot of this is going to take a little more time. Just gotta be patient with it. But this release card is very positive, and I also feel what's very positive is, of course, that we are in Scorpio season, which is very beneficial to you. So let's get a crystal chakra card. Let's see what crystal or gemstone are best for you to be working with through this month. And what chakras are coming up? What needs release for you, Cancer? What is the most important part of your spiritual system to cleanse? calcite. I like this one a lot. So this is calmness. This is all chakra balance, so I would say it would be very helpful for you to do that. I love to listen to sound therapy files. It's free. It's easy. You can go on YouTube and just search, sound therapy for all chakras and just meditate or listen to that tone while you sleep. The sound healing is very important. And I'm just going to pull one extra since this was for all chakras so that we can get a more specific. And so look at that. We've got the jade, which is a beautiful green stone. It's very much always been considered a stone of prosperity, abundance, good luck. Yeah, the keyword good luck is in there. And it is about the heart chakra. So, Cancer, I feel like if you have felt unlucky in love, or you have felt like you've just been dealt a lot of hard knocks in the romance department, the jade would be a wonderful stone to help improve and increase good luck in the matters of the heart. And the calcite is a very beautiful stone for just helping to calm, to soothe, to help release and heal some of those painful wounds that you have sustained in that heart chakra. And what's interesting to me as well, Cancer, you're the 4th reading I've done for the November reads, and every single person has had a heart chakra gemstone come out. And in this deck, we have all kinds of chakras and all kinds of gemstones, but every single sign so far has had a heart chakra stone. They've all been different stones, but they're all for the heart. So I feel right now, getting into this Venus energy in Libra, we are really doing a heck of a lot of heart healing, heart introspection, turning loose of old pain, of old wounds. It's a big theme. So Cancer, let's get a spirit animal on this for you. Let's see which of our animal friends is coming through to help guide and inspire and guard you. Let's see what we've got here for Cancer, please. Look at that, the dog spirit. And the first thing that I think when I see that is loyalty, right? And it says, be loyal to what you love. Cancer, this could be a time where loyalty is a really, really strong theme for you. You're thinking about who's been loyal to you, who you feel loyal to, who has really proved their worth over time, who has just been, like, to me, the dog, it's like, yeah, man and woman's best friend, right? So I think about the dog, to me, is always that spirit of best friends. The dog in the Chinese lunar astrology is actually akin to Libra energy, which is interesting. I was just talking about Venus and Libra. And so to me, when the dog comes up, I also see, the peacekeeper, the diplomat, someone who's here to bring equality and balance and fairness back into our lives. So, this is just think about, those friends, those family members, those people who have really been there for you through thick and thin. And those are the people that you really want to embrace even more at this time. So let's move Mr. Dragon on over. Let us dig into our tarot. I'm going to be using the Tarot Grand Luxe for the main spread and clarifying with our Modern Witch Tarot. So let's see what we have in the tarot for you, Cancer. Let's deepen this message and see what kind of story plays out for November here. All right, that feels good. Okay. Wow, we've got a lot of things. This is very interesting. This is a very interesting layout. This is interesting to me. I keep saying that word. I gotta find another word. Right in the center here, we do have the devil coming through. Like I said, we have a lot of Capricorn planets in play. They are in direct motion now. But that Capricorn energy that is symbolized by the devil card can really create quite a tug of war, a very strong push and pull sort of pressure in your life, because Capricorn is your opposite sign, Cancer. So when there's a lot of planets in that sign, you're going to feel that pulling back and forth. Now, depending on what part of your personal chart, Cancer, lies inside, that's going to show you the 2 areas of life you're mostly going to feel this. But in general, yes, you will be having that feeling. To me, the Devil is a very interesting, multi-layered, and often misunderstood tarot card. Most people have a very strong aversion to it. Death and the Devil, they're like, oh, they don't like it. But the Devil card is interesting because I'm a Capricorn, so the Devil is my card, like it or not. It's a Capricorn card. And so to me, I look at the positives and the negatives of the Capricorn energy around this Devil card. And so to me, the worst thing about the Devil is that it is a card that really makes you feel trapped, makes you feel inhibited, makes you feel like you're stuck in this routine. That's why we have, the 2 figures that are chained. They feel stuck, they feel burdened, they can't get free. And it's like they're having to go through the motions. And, Capricorn in the negative aspect can really fall into that, where they just, they go through the motions, they go through the routines of life, even when it becomes unfulfilling, even when it's not bringing them any joy, and they just feel like they're kind of losing themselves, right? That's something that you may really want to step out of. Overall, though, Cancer, what I feel for you with this Devil card is that it is about freeing yourself from some kind of bondage, whether it is self-imposed, imposed by someone else. There really is that sense of recognizing where you need more freedom. And it's also recognizing your higher ambitions and goals. And that is the more positive side of Capricorn. Once you've freed yourself from that Devil, and oh my goodness, look at this, clarifying. This card is another one. Yes, this is absolute confirmation, Cancer. This is so much about you needing to free yourself from self-limiting beliefs, old negative affirmations in your head. 8 of Swords is all about being in your head, because our swords are our intellectual air energy. And there she is, tied up, feeling very trapped, having that blindfold on. But really what she needs to do is just back up against those swords and cut through those bonds. Get free of that. Get free of those self-limiting beliefs. This is going to be, to me, I just feel like 3 weeks, like the next 3 weeks especially. For some, it could be up to 3 months, but I'm just feeling like the number 3 is really important for you, Cancer. And it's really so much about breaking free. This is so much about breaking free. Now, in the immediate past, look at what we have. We have the Justice card. So you're coming from this place of maybe there having been a big imbalance. In my opinion, many times for there to be justice, it usually points it to a time that there was an injustice, right? And this is interesting to me because this last month's cycle was Libra, and the Justice card is Libra energy. So you may have really been going through, a crunch time where you really were identifying a lot of things that have been out of balance, out of harmony, out of equilibrium. And now, you're stepping into this place where it's like, all right, I've really seen the light in a way, and I see what it is that's really out of balance. And now it's time to work on it. It's time to free myself. Cancer, if you find yourself, kind of feeling self-defeated or saying a lot of, really negative things about yourself to yourself, these are things that really help you to start freeing yourself from that, feeling of trapped, feeling of imprisonment, right? Feeling of being trapped. So here we've got that Page of Wands on top of the Justice card. So to me, this is all about new beginnings and wanting a new beginning that's based on fairness, that's based on equality. Going into the immediate future, we have the Five of Swords. The Five of Swords, to me, is all about that choice of should I stand up and fight for something or should I cut my losses and walk away? So you do need to weigh your decisions and your options there, Cancer. But I would say if this is dealing with someone or something that has really stepped all over you or has really stabbed you in the back or pulled that sort of like I'm going to win at all costs kind of thing by always making you wrong, that may be a time to step away from it. Maybe. Look at that. Yes, to me, this is coming up for major clearing here with the Judgment card. So this could even be something or someone from the past that's just been dogging you, right? It's something that you've had the hardest time clearing that from your mind, clearing it from your heart. It just keeps coming back up. But this Judgment card is like, all right, Cancer, it's time to clear this out once and for all. Let's call everything out from the grave. Let's bring it back to life. Let's regenerate this. Let's give you a brand new life, right? Let's let the past be in the past. Let's let that old energy die away so that you can have your rebirth, right? On the underside, yeah, to me, here we go. Four of Pentacles. You're holding on to something, and it could be, you know, something that gives you a sense of security. Could be holding on, you know, he has that coin right over the heart chakra, right? So sometimes it's holding on to something in our heart chakra, but there's usually this sort of fear of letting go, right? There's a little bit of a nervousness, or sort of like, I don't want to let this go, because if I let this go, I may not find another, you know, whether it's a relationship, a job, a situation, a home. So it really does say, you know, it's like, yeah, there's a fear of scarcity here for a lot of my Cancer folks. It's been hard for you to move forward, whether it's from a relationship or a job, because there's this fear of lack. There's a fear that, hey, I won't have enough, or I'll be cut off, I'll be left out in the cold, I'll be all alone. I don't want to deal with that. So really, this is not an easy one. I'm not going to sugarcoat. It's not an easy one, because to me, what I'm seeing a lot here is that there's this really deep need to change the inner dialogue, to change the way that you talk to yourself, to change that self-limiting belief that I cannot have enough, I can't go forward, I can't move past where I am. You know, just, I mean, and I know it's like I'm speaking to a lot of different people, and your situations can all be different. But I would definitely start with positive self-affirmation, Cancer, because our thoughts are powerful. Our thoughts are very powerful, and the things that we tell ourselves are very powerful. So if you've been feeling kind of down, if you've been feeling, you know, lonely, stuck out in the cold, feeling that very intensely, it's time to get out of the cold. It's time to go around the other side of the building. If somebody keeps shutting you out, don't waste time on that closed door. The lights are on in that building. This card is so much a matter of perspective, right? So it's time to head around to the side and get that open door and get on in there and warm up. It really is. On the top, crowning the spread, message from Spirit, is the Moon card. This is a Pisces card. It is also your energy because it is the Moon, and the Moon is the ruler of Cancer. To me, this is just a really important message from Spirit for you, Cancer, that says, to proceed with care, be gentle with yourself. Don't make major decisions this month, because you may not be seeing everything completely clear. The Moon card does sometimes have that connotation with deception, simply because things look different under the light of day than they look under the moonlight. So just be sure that you're seeing clearly, because there could be some confusing elements, some smoke and mirrors kind of feeling. You know, allow your intuition to work, and allow that to help let you see all the layers that you may not be seeing right now. Let it unfold. Yeah, oh, look at this. 5 of Swords. Oh, so Cancer, this is a tough one. This is a tough one right there. I mean, Spirit is really saying, look, you know, if somebody keeps like gaslighting you, or they keep coming up and telling you a darn story, and you keep maybe believing it, but they keep hurting you. I mean, this is just, that's kind of like, don't let that back in, right? Don't let that back in. That's something that you need to see clearly and completely. You know, a lot of times I do feel that we go to people who aren't good for us many times because we believe it. We believe that we don't deserve better. And that's why changing our inner dialogue is so important for us. So let's get some advice here for you, Cancer. This is a toughie. This has got some really big stuff that you're going to be working through, but it is so important to work through it. It is. So let's see what comes up for your advice. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Yes. And remember, I mean, your key word here for this month is release, Cancer. It is about letting these hard elements go. So your suggested approach is this Queen of Wands. which to me is that fiery, passionate, dynamic, warm, very open heart, very loving, very giving, very magical, very much somebody that goes out and gets what they want. So it's really, this is a positive energy, right? Queen of Wands to me is a very, very optimistic, upbeat kind of queen, very strong. And she's got the feminine energy like you do, Cancer, but she's got that fire element. She's got her little dragons there on her shoulders, and it's really time to embrace greater positivity. That is your suggested approach. Manifest things, go for what you want. Don't let people push you around or put you down. It's a very important thing right now. And Seven of Swords. I'm telling you, Cancer, whoever this is resonating with, there's somebody sneaky in your midst. Five of Swords twice. And now we've got sneaky coming out here, all Seven of Swords. So it's like, I get a real strong feeling that it's like, stand up for yourself. If there's somebody that you just know is like an outright liar, somebody that's not acting with integrity, somebody that's been messing around behind your back, talking badly about you behind your back, whatever it is they're doing that is not honest and above board, it's time to just stand up for yourself. And it doesn't mean you have to get into a fight, right? It's not like it has to be bad, but it's just, Queen of Wands is just like, I'm going to put my stick in the ground. You're not going to get past me. It's very strong. It's very fiery. We got the Five of Coins coming in here again. So here's what you need to know. And I do feel very strong. This is a very concentrated reading. It's very concentrated. We're getting a lot of doubles on a lot of these cards. 2 Five of Pentacles, 2 Five of Swords. And those are, those are tough cards. There's no getting around it. They are not easy cards. So to me, what you need to know is that you don't need to fear the scarcity. You don't need to fear that you are going to be cut off from spirit, cut off from the divine, cut off from, your life force or what you need to survive. That is very, very important for you to know. And Six of Pentacles. I like to see this because we go from the 5 and we graduate up to the 6. So to me, what you need to know is, yet again, here is that element of justice and balance. This has a lot of similarities to our Justice card here. So it's really time to take stock, Cancer, of who and what you're putting a lot of your life force, your resources, your time, your energy into. Because if people aren't being right with you, it's time to step away. It's time to give those gifts to yourself instead of giving everything to them and not having anything left for yourself. The hopes and fears is this 10 of Swords. So it's like there's a real deep hope for you that this difficult time is coming to an end, because the 10 of Swords is, it's those anxieties, fears, doubts. It's the mental pressure, which you've got a lot of going on. And so this is, to me, because it's the 10, it's the completion of the cycle. So you really are hoping for that. But there's also a bit of fear, right? There's a bit of fear that it's like, I hope it's over, but I don't know if it's over. Many times this is the thoughts that go round and round in our head. So let me see what's going on the clarifier here. And we have the Queen of Swords. This is so strong. Cancer, I mean, it's like, it's a tough reading, but it's a great reading at the same time, because it really, to me, I just feel like whoever is resonating with this, you're getting ready to cut a lot of garbage out of your life. Queen of Swords, Libra energy, 6 of Pentacles, justice. We've got this again and again. Queen of Swords doesn't tolerate any funny business in her court. That's for sure. And if there's been somebody stressing her out, causing her trouble, playing mind games, manipulating her, she does not have a lot of patience for it. It's like, you're out, you're done, go home. Outcome card is the 3 of Wands. So to me, that just feels like better energy, coming in for you. It really does after some real pressure. I mean, there's just no doubt about it. There's some real challenging stuff, but I believe this reading is bringing it all up to the surface so that you can deal with it, so that you can really take care of it, heal it, put it away once and for all. Scorpio season is all about our big transformations, life and death. and rebirth, regeneration, and healing. So Cancer, yeah, look at that. And the King of Pentacles. These are probably some of the most positive cards coming out at the end, right? Which is great to see, because to me, this is a return to stability. Cancer, for some of you, this is going to feel like a lot of financial shakiness. Like, you know, finances have been really rocky, but at the end of this cycle, I really feel like, you know, things are going to be returned to you. They're going to be restored. King of Pentacles is all about putting money back in the bank and feeling stable, solid, and grounded again. So let's see what we've got on the bottom of these decks. Look at that. Yes, Nine of Wands. Cancer, make sure to rest. Make sure to take good care of yourself in between dealing with all this, because that is definitely you having been fighting a hard battle, definitely, and ready to end it, ready to like say, you know what, I'm about ready to be done with this conflict. And we do have the Wheel of Fortune here. So again, the wheel turning in your favor, coming out of the stagnation. For a lot of you, that is the case. You will be coming out of that stagnation and starting to heal. And sometimes when when that wheel starts to move, it can feel kind of uncomfortable, because suddenly these things, these constructs that are just not good for us, they start to shake, and it's like, oh, it feels very chaotic. But in the end, it's actually for our best. So let's get an affirmation on this for you, Cancer. Ooh, and we have a card of reflection with the mirror here for you. So a mirror clear and you appear as you would wish to do. A mirror cracked will give you back a fractured point of view. So wow, Cancer, to me, that's got a lot to it. That really does, because it's telling me it's like this is a time for self-reflection, self-examination, being very honest with yourself. But also remembering, like I said, positive self-affirmation, because if you have been really down on yourself, that reflection is not going to be accurate, right? It's like you may be looking in the metaphorical mirror and saying, oh, I don't like what I see. I feel like, you know, just, I'm not even going to say it. But you know what I'm saying. You know exactly what it is. Whatever those negative things or thoughts that you tell yourself, and you want to shift that up so that you can start seeing yourself as you know, a clear, accurate reflection of who you truly are as a divine being. All right, Cancer, this was intense. This was an intense reading for you guys. Tell me down below in the comments what's going on with y'all, because this is a lot. This is definitely a lot coming your way. But I think you're going to get through it. I know you will. I know you will. But it's going to be transformative. It's going to be very powerful. You're shedding off a lot of old baggage, a lot of old stuff that's ready to go. So have an amazing November, guys. I will be seeing you soon for live streams and more readings throughout the month. Take care.